I like seeing the president here on the broadcast tonight. There is Briscoe McPherson, as he is here as the head coach in his 11th season at USAO, making it to the title game in the second appearance for this program. So they have known nothing except making it to the title game. Last season they lost to Faulkner. Tonight they hope to win over their conference foe, Oklahoma Baptist. And we throw it down to the PA announcer for some pregame festivities here.
Number 4, Justin Roy. Number 10, Kyle Tolan. Number 14, Josh Wells. Number 15, Richard Spears. Number 20, Adam Hawkins. Number 22, Corey Kiebert. Number 23, David Walkingstick. Number 24, Stephen Smith. And number 45, Jared Johnson. And now, tonight's starting lineups. For the Drovers, a 6'4" junior from Garland, Texas, number 10, Corey Wicker. For the Bison, a 5'11" junior from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 3, David Williams. For the Drovers, a 6' junior from Fletcher, Oklahoma, number 20, Hayden Harris. For the Bison, a 6'3" junior from Norman, Oklahoma, number 11, Nate Boylan. For the Drovers, a 6'2" junior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 30, Michael Williamson. For the Bison, a 5'10" senior from Decorah, Iowa, number 12, Patrick Salee. For the Drovers, a 6'4" senior from Irving, Texas, Theron Jackson. For the Bison, a 6'7" junior from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 25, Scott Prater. And for the Drovers, a 6'10" senior from Stillmore, Georgia, number 44, Randy Hughes. For the Bison, a 6'6" senior from Detroit, Michigan, number 44, Duan Brown. The head coach.
There is the head man for Oklahoma Baptist in his second season, Doug Tolan. Over 80% of the games he has won as the head coach here. A great coach at the high school level at Norman, Ada, and Bartlesville. And let's take a look at these starting lineups once again. We will recap those for you. Starting lineups brought to you by Broom Oldsmobile, where trust begins. Again, Duan Brown, player of the year in the Sooner Athletic Conference, averaging over 29 a game in this tournament. Prater is excellent inside, 17 points, almost 9 rebounds a game. David Williams, who suffered the concussion earlier in the week. Nate Boylan and Patrick Salee in the backcourt. For Science and Arts, Corey Wicker had 20 last night. Randy Hughes had 26. Theron Jackson is a very steady player for this team, averaging 12 a game on the season. Williamson is the All-American first team, and Hayden Herron, the guy that hit 24 points last night, 8 3-pointers to win it in overtime over Barrett. There is Randy Hughes, who had the double-double last night, and he'll go up in the center circle against Duan Brown.
Very difficult to beat a team 3 straight times during the course of the season already. OBU 2-0 in this matchup, as we've discussed. Obviously, some matchup problems all around the court for both teams.
Here we go for the national championship in the NAIA Division I tournament.
Interesting matchup on the inside. Theron Jackson, probably the best all-around player for the Drovers, is guarding the NAIA season scoring leader, Duan Brown.
Stolen out front by Herron on the deck, ahead of the pack. The streak Hughes, and we are up to a start with a bang.
That's how it happens. Randy Hughes runs the floor so well. He puts so much pressure on the opposition's big man, in this case, Prater.
There goes Boylan. Shot was bothered by Hughes as he's everywhere here in the first minute. And out of bounds to OBU. I would like to have Randy Hughes at 6'10", I think, anchoring my mile relay team. Look at the wheels.
No question, excellent job getting up in the defensive end. And then Hughes wrecking rims right off the bat.
OBU on the board, and scoring that one is Williams as he gets them off to a start, and we are tied at 2. Down low, Hughes spinning in the lane, missing the shot, ground the rebound. So they go right to work with Hughes out of the gate.
Exactly what happened last night. Randy Hughes got off to a bang, had 10 points early on in that battle.
Salih dumping it to Prater. Back to Salih, into the lane, on the pull-up, the high arcing shot, rebounded by Herron. And quickly, here come the Drovers. On the baseline, Jackson. Here's Wicker. Herron for three. And he picks up where he left off last night.
String music.
So Hayden Herron, who hit 8 threes last night for 24, starts off the game, nothing but the bottom on his first three. Salih missing. Hughes the rebound.
Look at Randy Hughes run. Prater's trying to catch up with him. Watch that matchup all night.
Williamson, a hot step, and I'll see you with the left hand.
Advantage right there. Michael Williamson at 6'2" is being guarded by another honorable mention All-American, David Williams at 5'11".
Oklahoma Baptist, this is the 6th time as Prater scores inside on a nice look from Salih.
Pick to free Prater inside.
For the 6th time in their history, they're playing in the championship game. Jackson is fouled as he takes it in. Oklahoma Baptist won it back in 1966 behind their star, the late Al Tucker, who averaged over 30 points a game for his career in this tournament. And USAO, in their first appearance last season, went to the title game before falling to Faulkner. And tonight, they make it to the final game again. So Briscoe McPherson has a record in this tournament as a coach of 8-1.
Goes Theron Jackson, probably their best all-around player. Theron Jackson obviously draws the assignment of the best offensive player from the other team, but had 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists in last night's semifinal game.
Here's Prater backing it in. Out high, Boylan. He and Prater worked a two-man game. Boylan for three. Rebound taken out of the air by Jackson. He looks to run with it. On the wing, Herron, not again. He's just burying these threes as it's his personal last couple of nights here, and timeout call. The baseball player, Hayden Herron, drills his first 2 threes after 8 last night.
For both threes, he's had nobody within at least 5 to 7 feet of him. See Hayden Herron in transition, and Hayden Herron has nobody at all close to him. He's going to drain those. He was 8 for 12 last night behind the arc, and wide open, he's going to probably nail a higher percentage than that.
I got to go back to last night when his dad, in that nice Oklahoma, Fletcher, Oklahoma accent, said, I just need to get Hayden to shoot the rock. And, of course, Hayden came on out and drilled 4 after that. Helped his team win the ball game, and he has got his team started very well tonight early with 2 straight threes, and it's 11-4 USAO on top. Doug, let's not forget, Oklahoma Baptist has beaten USAO twice this season. Last time out, they won by 40 at Shawnee, where Oklahoma Baptist is located. So that has to weigh on the minds of both these teams.
No question, there's no question. Both teams are familiar with each other, and USAO obviously coming out early for revenge.
The Battle of the Sooner State. It's just like the championship game of the Sooner Athletic Conference. But how about the other teams in that conference? Oklahoma City was here. Wayland Baptist was here in the national tournament. They both play in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Oklahoma Christian is very good. Between his legs, and somehow Williamson caught the pass. We're going with the between the legs backward pass here at the title game of the national tournament. Williamson, Jackson on the baseline. Hughes the rebound. Randy Hughes last night all over the boards with 15 rebounds to go along with 26 points. Off the glass and through there for Randy Hughes.
Job by Hughes. Hughes for the season is a 52% field goal shooter. A lot of easy shots in transition, but has the ability to post up.
Largest lead of the game of 9. Boylan got his own right back at him. Brown tips it up and he's on the scoreboard.
Best way for a scorer to get going is to get inside, grab a rebound, and put it up. Exactly what Brown just did.
Herron out high working against Salih. Out high, Herron. On the drive. Back to Jackson. Shot clock now at a dozen. Inside Hughes. Missed the shot. And the rebound taken away by Prater.
Good look by Theron Jackson.
Saleh off to Boylan. Working against Wicker. Remember, Nate Boylan has cousins, Micah Boylan and Ramar Boylan from the other team. And they both meet here in the championship game. Ahead of the pack, and in the crack it goes by Jackson, but he's fouled as he takes it in. So no signs of fatigue early on, Doug, for USAO. You might have thought they'd come out a little tired after playing overtime last night in that track meet.
Good job by Theron Jackson to get things going with his defense and then force the issue as he saw he had the advantage on the defensive end that time going against Patrick Saleh.
And Jackson misses the first. He'll have another one coming into the ball game for Oklahoma Baptist. This is Kyle Tolan, and he checks in. 5'10", 155 sophomore from Norman, Oklahoma, as Jackson drops the second one through, and we have timeout on the floor. 15-16 left here in the first half. So far, it's USAO by 8.
Nothing but net. I rip cores like skydivers. My offense explodes, defenses tripwire. Got CO2? Your squad's on fire. Ignited by 10 fingers, 10 panels united. Form of more grooves, more grip, more game. I'm running this. Save the cream and fame. I got love for this. My internal eternally flame, a 10-panel lyricist. The 40's my stage. My asphalt flow intricate. My 10-panel advantages, infinite. Wellings, 10 panels. More grooves, more grip, more game.
Welcome back to Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. USAO leads it by 8. Let's go to Kevin White. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Neil. I got Michael Williamson's mom here, Tina. And Mom, a very special day. Your son, an All-American. I told you the news, and boy, that smile is just, it might be a little bit bigger when you heard the news. You got to be proud.
Right, I'm very proud of him. He's worked hard to get there.
What about this ball game thus far? Your team off to a nice start, huh?
Yeah, they're going to win this tonight. They're going to win.
Well, go enjoy the game. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Back to you guys, Neil.
Thank you, Kevin. She should be proud. First team All-American for Mike Williamson this season. And while we were talking to Mom, David Williams buried one from outside, and Williams with his first 3 tonight. Remember, he had 20 last night in that game over Azusa Pacific. Aaron on a fadeaway. Are you kidding me? He just continues to bury the 3.
3 of 3 already, 9 points in the first 4.5 minutes of this game. 5.5 minutes.
Juan Brown with the left. Goes right back up, and he's fouled. The left-hander taking it in strong that time, as he has scored 2 points here tonight, averaging over 29 a game in the tournament. And we look again at the senior.
This is the advantage right now of Brown. He's got the ability to post up on the inside as he's got Theron Jackson with not as much weight and height as Brown, but then he can take a big guy outside and utilize his quickness and versatility.
Talk about first-team All-Americans. Juan Brown made it again, and perhaps he could be the player of the year. I didn't see they announced a player of the year, but certainly he would be a candidate. On the move, Jackson lost the handle. Coming out of there is Williams. David Williams, the 5'11 junior from New Orleans, tries the three. Oh, mercy! Right in the face of the defense.
He is the answer right now to Hayden Harris.
Jackson from outside, and the rebound, Prater. So that three by Williams cuts the lead to 3 for USAO.
Sophomore Kyle Tolan, coach's son, also a capable scorer. 3 of 3 outside of the arc from the three-point line to quarterfinals, and 9 of 10 from the foul line in the semi.
Williams on the pull-up, please. Williams in a heartbeat has 10 points now.
So quick, and a very quick release as well.
The lead is 1 for the Drovers of USAO. Here's Williams' son, taking it to the baseline, back out high to Jackson.
Doing a good job focusing on Williamson. David Williams doing an excellent job on the ball, but he's got help behind him.
Here's Wicker for 3. Bateman, who just checked in, grabbed the rebound, but Prater, who's been working out in Gold's gym this year, just took it right away. And look at that guy, a solidly built 225, 6'7", Scott Prater, the junior from Edmond. Tolan right down central.
Gotta respect his three, and that gave Tolan the ability to drive by.
Oklahoma Baptist takes a 1-point lead and timeout on the floor. We look again at the 5'10", 155 sophomore on the penetration.
You got to respect Kyle Tolan outside. He uses the pump fake. Good job by the coach's son. And then getting in the teeth of the defense with the easy layup. Excellent job with the pump fake. Gets Hayden Herring to bite on it because he is such a good outside shooter and a nice floating shot.
So Tolan with his first 2. And he and his father hooked up for the last 5 years. They were father and son coaching team at Norman High School. Together there with Nate Boylan, they won the state championship in 1999, were runners-up in 2000, and here they are vying for a national championship, all 3 of them again together. Kyle Tolan, the sophomore, and Nate Boylan, the junior.
Both teams at or over 50% for the game. Excellent start for both teams with very little nerves to show in the championship game.
Here's Herron. They're guarding him a little more closely now. Hanging and scoring. The lead back to 1 for USAO, stolen away by Wicker.
Look at Hughes run again.
The lob to Hughes. And taken away again by Prater. He runs about as well as any 6'10" guy you're going to see. Hughes does. The lob hit the rim. The rebound, Williams at 5'11". Dumped back inside, Prater, taking it right at the shot blocker Hughes. And he did it again. And Ada Wilson the other way and laid in by Herron. Doug, this would be your hammer and an outlet all in one play.
Randy Hughes with the excellent job of defense. Swat stamping the ball on the floor, leading to the break of Hayden Herron, who does an excellent job of shielding the defender with his body.
Hayden Herron, 6 feet, junior from Fletcher, Oklahoma. Already, he has 11 points in the ballgame, 3 of 3 from 3-land. And I guess I got to say, instead of a Williams or Wilson sandwich, that would be a Rawlings here at the NAIA tournament. We've got time out on the floor. USAO up by 4 here in the auditorium in the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament Championship.
You want the best value? Hy-V has it.
You get very good value at Hy-V.
Shop Hy-V this week for Evian Natural Spring Water. Evian single 1-liter bottles are specially priced at just $4 for $5. And get Evian in convenient 1-liter 6-packs, now specially priced at only $5.99. Prices good March 13th through 19th at all of your KC area Hy-V stores.
It's true. Hy-V has it.
Hy-V has it all.
another great crowd in here in Municipal Auditorium for the tournament. Back in Kansas City where it all started. And so far, we are lighting it up from three-point land here tonight. This one has the feel to game number 1 last night when USAO beat Barra in overtime. Brown misses the shot, goes strong, and new into the ballgame is Johnson. And he went up tough, but we have a foul down low. And that foul goes against Romeo Bryant, who just entered the ballgame for USAO. So to the line, Jared Johnson, a guy that only played about half the season last year due to an illness, but certainly a big force this season at 6'7", 245, the senior, and gives Juan Brown a lot of help on the inside. He too is a left-hander and misses both free throws, so our lead remains at 4 for USAO. Also in the ballgame now is Micah Boylan, 35 for USAO. Again, the cousin of Nate Boylan for Oklahoma Baptist.
The patience by USAO, it's got to make you wonder what the pace of the game last night did to their leg for this game.
And Juan Brown got up and bothered that shot. Boylan just tossed it out of bounds.
Such a prophetic pace last night. Both teams up and down the floor with great speed, and it's got to take an effect in addition to the 4 games that's already been played for this game.
So another turnover, and USAO has the basketball. And again, these two teams, you can't say this enough, both from the Sooner Athletic Conference, and here they meet in the national championship game.
Well, they're not playing with the nerves of a national championship game. They're playing like it's a conference game.
Romeo Bryant for 3, and it bounds over the standard, out of bounds. Oklahoma Baptist will have it. Well, year after year, everybody says the toughest conference is the Sooner Athletic Conference, and it's really been demonstrated the last couple of seasons. They have had 3 teams in the final 8. Tonight, both teams in the championship game from that conference. And right now, it's USAO getting the better of this one by 4, 22-18, even though Oklahoma Baptist has won the 2 prior meetings this season.
Mark Mayfield in the game for USAO. He can also stroke the ball. He was 3 of 3 outside of the arc in the quarterfinal win.
Last time this tournament was played in Kansas City at Kemper Arena, Oklahoma Baptist went to the title game before losing to Hawaii Pacific. And again, they have been to this title game now. This is the 6th time. On the pull-up, right in the face of the defense, Nate Boylan, his first 2 tonight. Here's Micah Boylan, his cousin for USAO on the wing.
Good patience, USAO moving the ball around very nicely, playing a 4-round-1 game.
Hughes gets it up off the glass and then goes after it. Inside, laid up and in by Romeo Bryant.
Good job by Hughes to keep the ball alive. They're doing everything possible to post Hughes up on the inside with good ball movement around the perimeter in the 4 guys.
Knocked away and coming out of there for USAO with the basketball is Theron Jackson.
Good job by Theron Jackson drawing the defensive assignment on Juwan Brown, who hasn't got much in the flow of the offense.
Mayfield lost it out of bounds and turns it back over to Oklahoma Baptist. USAO leads by 4 with 9:19 left here in the first half. Checking into the ballgame, back in, is David Williams for Oklahoma Baptist. And for USAO checking in is Dexter Patrick. He had 6 points in the game last night against Barra. Last night, Oklahoma Baptist had a fairly easy time of it with Azusa Pacific. And USAO had to go overtime to beat Barra College out of Illinois. Williams missing on his 3rd attempt from 3-land. On the deck, they battle for it. It's Prater in there for OBU. A scrum on the floor, and finally it's out of bounds, I believe, and over to USAO. Well, they were diving in there, but nobody looked like they really wanted to grab it.
They were all fighting for it in the quick hands. Prater had it stripped away that time by Romeo Bryant. Then they're all on the floor. Excellent job by Dexter Patrick.
The other way, Randy Hughes off glass has a half dozen. Hughes coming into the tournament, scored 11 points a game. In the tournament, he's 15 a game. He has stepped it up a little on the offensive end. Much of that last night, he had 26. The block way up high on Brown. And a foul down low goes against Patrick.
Randy Hughes does an excellent job posting up as they're going 4-on-1, isolating Randy Hughes inside as he's got that athleticism and a 4-inch height advantage over Prater.
Randy Hughes, the 6'10 senior, and he hails from Stillmore, Georgia, a transfer from Auburn. Juwan Brown, the 6'6 senior, is from Detroit, Michigan, where he was all-city. That's got to tell you something about that guy. All-city in Detroit.
Definitely a hotbed of basketball.
Brown makes the free throws. And back to a 4-point lead for USAO. We have a whistle and a foul inside. It's going against Oklahoma Baptist. That foul will be on Patrick Salee. And that's the third personal foul on Salee, so he'll have to check out. Checking in is Kyle Tolan for Oklahoma Baptist.
With Kyle Tolan, he brings some offensive punch off the bench, but Salee does a very good job of getting everybody in the rhythm of the offense.
A steal out front by Boylan, out of bounds off USAO, and the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist will have it. The Bison coming in here with a record of 32-4 overall. They were 15-3 in conference play, which was good enough for first place. USAO in here with a record of 22-7. They were 13-5 in conference play. So as you can see, when you play your 18 games in the conference, it is a war. Inside, Brown is fouled. The foul going against Micah Boylan.
They are giving Brown nothing easy at all. They're making him work for every single time he touches the ball and every single shot that he takes.
Juwan Brown has scored at least 40 or more points in 3 games this season. In fact, he went ahead and opened up the season with 42. Brown with another one coming, has 7 points in this one. 68% free throw shooter on the season. The lead is 2 for USAO. We're under 8 to play in the first half. Glad to have you with us here on Metro Sports. Along with Doug Elston, this is Neil Harwell at the National Championship Tournament, NAIA Division I in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, 4-round war with the isolation of Randy Hughes.
On the pull-up, Mayfield. He hit 3 out of 3 the other night against Houston Tillotson in round 3. And he gets his first 2 here tonight. 4-point lead for the Drovers of USAO. We've got time out on the floor. 7:28 left first half. The Battle of Oklahoma right now, Drovers by 4.
Stand apart from the herd. Proud sponsor of the 2002 NAIA Men's National Championship.
USAO by 4 with 7.5 to go here in your first half. And Juwan Brown is a spirited young man. He's the leading scorer in the tournament. He's a first-team All-American, but he's got to hold his high 5 with 9 minutes to go in the ballgame. He high-fived an official after hitting a three, after he was told by the referees and his coach not to do it. Will he do it tonight? Well, last night at the press conference, he said, definitely not in the championship game. Back to you guys.
All right, Kevin. Nice call, Dwan. Probably not a good idea to do that tonight in this basketball game, in the championship.
Last night they were up about 17, and then they went on a 2-11 run, got outscored for a majority of the time. Dwan Brown had to sit with 4 fouls.
How about this? The two Boylans cracked coconuts on the far side over there. These are cousins. Nate for Oklahoma Baptist and Micah for USAO. Look again, Doug.
Don't think this has got to have happened before at some point in time. Oh, right in the chin.
Play on here in the national tournament. Blood thicker than water, though. Did you see him slap 5 to each other? Nice head, he said. Nice head. On the wing, Mayfield. What? Mayfield with his first 3 tonight. Again, he hit 3 3-pointers the other night against Houston Tillotson. And off the bench, he has 5 points tonight. Lead out to 7 now. Knocked away Hughes. And it touched Prater and went out of bounds. So USAO will have it.
Good athleticism by Randy Hughes that time as he recovered nicely out of the back screen and was able to get a mid on.
Early on in the ball game, the largest lead was 9 for USAO. Right now they lead by 7, 31-24, and they have the basketball. Boylan quickly down the lane, off the glass. Hughes flies out of the air, but stolen away by Williams. He negotiates through traffic and then out of bounds as it was knocked out there by USAO, so Oklahoma Baptist will have it. Doug Tolan looking on, also made the national tournament last season in his first run as it was played in Tulsa for the last season. And back here they take it deep in Kansas City to the championship game. Here comes Herron. On the pull-up, Mayfield. Actually, that was Patrick. Dexter Patrick has his first 2 tonight. The lead back to 9 for the Drovers of USAO.
Good job on the defensive end for already forced 8 turnovers.
Hughes up above to cap that shot of Brown.
It's the advantage of having a big man on the inside who's a shot blocker. He can come over at any time. Excellent help side defense by the 6'10 monster man, Randy Hughes.
The defensive player of the year in the Sooner Athletic Conference, blocking the player of the year in the conference, as they have hooked up a few times over the last couple of seasons. Brown lost the handle. And the Drovers look to take their lead into double digits.
Right there. Excellent defense by USAO. 4 steals already. 2 swats by Randy Hughes inside.
And remember, this is the 5th game in a week for both these teams. So when does fatigue set in?
When emotion runs out.
Herron backs it out. 2 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 3. And Hughes over the back picks up his first personal foul.
Randy Hughes does an excellent job when the ball goes up. He does a good job of snipping out the rim, and it's very tempting for a big man at 6'10". He's going against David Williams, who's almost a foot shorter than he is, to not go over the back.
First personal foul on Hughes, and that is the 6th team foul on USAO here in the first half. So Oklahoma Baptist trying to cut into that USAO lead, has the basketball as we approach the 5-minute mark. From the parking lot, Tolan, and the rebound Boylan. Is Norman running mate. And now Boylan for 3. Hughes high for the rebound. And the foul down low as Williams tried to compete at 5'11" against the 6'10" Randy Hughes. And that will be the first personal on Williams. And it is the 15th foul on OBU. How about David Williams? Had the concussion. He's still in there banging away. Not gun shy whatsoever.
Got a big foul on time. He's leaving everything out on the floor.
And a foul on Prater.
A little bit of a Charlie horse. Got hit with a knee in the thigh that time. Theron Jackson, which could be a big loss here, as Theron Jackson is guarding or making Dewan Brown have a very difficult time on the offensive end of the floor as Theron's going to the lane. Look at Prater's knee. It was almost knee to knee, it looked like, as he got the inside of Theron Jackson's right knee.
Well, actually, they might have called the foul on Brown out front. I couldn't tell who they called it on, but Jackson very gingerly walking off the injury. And he's a guy that Coach Briscoe McPherson would certainly not want to lose. He is the senior on this team, one of the seniors. And he gives them a great game in all categories, and he'll go to the line to shoot the free throws. And they did give the foul to Prater, and Jackson hits the first.
Well, not only does he put points up on the board, but he does an excellent job on the glass, distributes the ball well as give them points on the defensive end by holding down the opponent's best offensive player.
Jackson, the 6'4 senior, hits them both, and he's still limping along, and he will check out of the ball game. Checking back in is Micah Boylan. So they have Boylan, Williamson, Hughes, Wicker, and Herron on the floor for USAO. For OBU, it's Tolan out front, Prater, Brown, Boylan, and Williams. And we have a foul inside. This one will go against Boylan as he was trying to follow the All-American Brown around.
You see they're going to try to work Michael Boylan inside against Dewan Brown, who's got a couple inches on Michael Boylan, as well as a lot of LBs, but he does not have the quickness of Theron Jackson.
And Brown, very nice from the free throw line tonight. That's his 5th straight free throw. He has 9 points. This Oklahoma Baptist team won their first 20 games of the season before getting beat. And again, their record coming in here 32-4, and the 20 games a school record that they won right out of the gate. Boylan checks back out, and Patrick checks in for USAO. Williamson, the All-American. I believe I said he was a senior before, just a junior. Briscoe McPherson will be happy to have him back next year, and he wants to see more of that. Michael Williamson, his first 3 tonight. A 12-point lead now for USAO, largest of the ball game.
Searching for some offense outside of Dewan Brown and David Williams.
Boylan for 3. Prater the rebound, right back at him, and gets the roll.
Good job by Prater that time to go right through the nose of the shot blocker, Randy Hughes.
Prater averaging 18 points a game in the tournament. Hughes on the turnaround, misses the tipped up and in by Williamson.
Good athleticism by Michael Williamson as he's hanging in the air, able to control his body for the tip.
The 6'2 junior from Oklahoma City. Williams right to the baseline. Out high Tolan. His shot was blocked out there by Wicker. And then Boylan steals it right back. 1-on-4, he runs to the 3-line. And tracks his own rebound. But somehow USAO comes out of there with it. Hayden Herron leading the break. Williamson for 3. I got another one. Williamson with 10, and the lead is out to 15. Largest of the game for USAO. Somehow USAO got it out of there. Hayden Herron led the break for Williamson.
Good job by Hayden Herron with the lead pass. Excellent concentration by Williamson with David Williams' paw in his grill.
Let's go down to Kevin Wright. Kevin?
Neil, I got an update on Theron Jackson. He bumped knees with another player. I talked with Amanda Woods, the trainer. She says he'll be okay. He's been walking in the aisles here here in the auditorium. They're going to put a sleeve on his right knee, but he is definitely coming back in the ball game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kevin. That's one that just hurts a lot, doesn't it, Doug, as a former player?
That's one that after 2 or 3 minutes, you're fine. All you need to do is keep it mobile. You cannot sit down and immobilize it. You got to continue moving.
Williams on the pull-up, please.
Oh,
Williams with a dozen, bodies hitting the deck everywhere, and in the NAIA, where sportsmanship prevails, they helped each other off the deck. Gotta like that. Head of the pack, this is Brown. Backs behind the 3-line, and rebound Hughes.
Yeah, found a mark that doesn't look as sharp offensively right now, but give credit to the USAO defense.
We approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. 13-point game, USAO on top. Hughes to Wicker. Down the lane. Rebound on the deck. Hughes picked it up. And the foul on Prater, his second. Well, that was down there where the little guys could have gotten a hand and come up with the rebound, Doug. But Hughes at 6'10", bent over, picked it up. Said that's the easiest rebound I have had all tournament.
Here comes the experience at the foul line. Just a 37% free throw shooter as he throws up frisbees.
But in the tournament, he's 50%. And he tosses a line drive into the bucket on his first attempt.
And he had some big free throws last night in overtime down the stretch and increasing the lead for the Drovers.
And that one's short. And the rebound to Boylan. The lead is 14. USAO on top. As the Drovers are back into the championship game for the second straight season. And only their second appearance. That's only happened one other time in tournament history where a team has made it all the way to the championship game. Here's Brown! And he goes down. Hughes was in there to bother the shot, and Brown will go back to the free throw line where he is earning his cash tonight.
Watch Brown's right arm as he shields the swap blocker coming at him. The right arm going into the grill that time of Randy Hughes, which makes you wonder, is that really a foul on Randy Hughes?
Hughes has 10 points tonight, most of it from the free throw line. That is his 9th free throw of the game. That goes down. Back into the game. Here comes Theron Jackson. There is the sleeve on the knee. And Hughes takes a seat with 2 personal fouls. Also into the ball game, Richard Savorsky. And he is the 6'7" junior from the Czech Republic, replacing Hughes. He'll patrol the middle for the Drovers. Second free throw missed there by Brown, so the lead is 13 with 1:20 left, first half.
The beefy matchup on the inside was Zavorsky and Prater.
Wicker, Prater battling, and Savorsky over the back. The solidly built 6'7" junior. They don't list his weight, but we have estimated it somewhere between 250 and 320. Isn't that what you said the other night, Doug?
Narrowing the gap a little bit.
I mean, you were going way up there.
We got our variance set there.
I'm going to stay down around 250. At the free throw line, Scott Prater. And one-on-one opportunity. He misses the free throw, and we have timeout on the floor. USAO has used the hot shooting of Williamson and others to mount a 13-point lead. You're watching Metro Sports.
Daktronics is recognized worldwide as a leading scoreboard and electronic display company. Thousands of schools and sports facilities count on Daktronics for innovative, reliable products that add excitement and entertainment. For any sport, for any level of competition, for any size arena or stadium, give your fans even more to cheer about with a Daktronics scoreboard and display system. Daktronics is proud to be the official scoreboard, timer, video, message center, and stats software provider of the NAIA.
Mardi Gras in Kansas City. USAO on top by 13. You think this is the batter of the Sooner Athletic Conference here in the National Championship Tournament? The women's tournament, the same. Both Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma City University are in the Sooner Athletic Conference on the women's side. And in Jackson, Tennessee, a 17-point lead for Oklahoma City. It is all about Oklahoma at the NAIA National Tournament, men and women. The state should be proud at what's happening. To the line, it will be Jackson. That foul, first personal on OBU for DeJuan Brown.
One that definitely could have been avoided that time by DeJuan Brown with a little footwork.
Well, he's had problems with foul trouble every now and then. Last night he had 3 fouls pretty early in that basketball game. Didn't bother him a whole lot as he finished with 33. Jackson with both free throws here. And all his points, all 6 of them, have been from the free throw line tonight. The lead back to the largest of the game of 15 for USAO. Williams hanging, going for his own at 5'11", tried to tip it up. Zavorsky, the rebound.
Job by Wicker to get a hand in and offer the shot of Williams.
Remember, USAO had to go overtime last night, and it was a track meet against Barra. They won it 111 to 106, and you have to wonder if some point in the ballgame tonight, the legs are going to get a little tired.
Well, they're doing a good job right now, obviously, of continuing that pace of last night. But at the same time, it does make you wonder. They do need breaks and keep everybody fresh.
Williamson for 3 off the front of the iron. Picked up inside. Ball batted out of there. Boylan fighting for it, and it will be OBU basketball with 4.3 left. That is enough time to get something done here. Trailing by 15. Here's Williams. Herron pecks at it from behind, hanging at the buzzer. And we have played 1/2 here at the National Championship title game. NAIA Division I here in Kansas City, Missouri. USAO trying for revenge here in the title game. They lead it by 15. We'll have our Hy-Vee halftime report coming up. USAO by 15.
We are here in the magnificent $6 million municipal auditorium of Kansas City, Missouri tonight.
Barrage from last night.
Well, this is a good job right here. They're creating some easy shots right there, leading to the 52%. 50% outside the yard. Good defense, and they're getting OBU to 33%, getting some shots that they don't want to take, and then rebounds. A little bit deceiving as OBU has an advantage, but they have 10 offensive rebounds.
Hayden Herron, Doug, got USAO to this championship game by drilling the 3, and he continued it again tonight.
Hayden Herron's done a good job on the defensive end, already 2 steals, but he's also done an excellent job filling it from the outside. 3 of 4 outside of the yard. In the same spot, he loves the right side, but he's also done an excellent job of accelerating 4 of 5 from the field altogether, 1 of 1 from the foul line. So an exceptional game, and then David Williams, an honorable mention All-American, getting it done from the outside, using the quickness off the dribble, and then again from the outside. David Williams, 2 of 4 outside the arc, and 5 of 8 from the field.
And USAO on top by 15 after losing to Oklahoma Baptist twice this season during the conference season, as both these teams from the Sooner Athletic Conference. Right at halftime of the national championship game, where they would probably want to win more than any of those games this season. Obviously, they lead it by 15. So, Doug, to get back into it for OBU, what do you think they need to do coming out here in the second half?
Well, they've got to break down that defense a little bit more for USAO. Theron Jackson's doing an excellent job, regardless of the fact of DeJuan Brown having 11 points in the first half. Theron Jackson is making it very difficult for DeJuan Brown to get shots. He is 1 of 6 from the field, but 9 of 10 from the free throw line. So Theron Jackson doing an excellent job on the defensive end of the floor. They have got to break him down a little bit more, take some more time off the shot clock with some patience and good ball movement, and really isolate DeJuan Brown on the inside against the smaller Theron Jackson. Also, they have to continue to shoot the basketball, get that percentage up a little bit higher, and not turn the ball over so much.
Let's go to Kevin White. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Neil. We've got Doug Tolan here, and Coach, you're down 15. What'd you say to the guys in the locker room?
Well, we just talked about it's a long basketball game. There's still 20 minutes to play, and we've had 2 or 3 games this tournament where we've been up 15 or 20 on teams, and they've come charging back because they've become the aggressor, and that's what we need to do this half.
What about the mental edge? You talked about this. You thought USAO might have the mental edge after you beat them by 40 in the last time. They came out pretty fired up tonight.
Oh, they came out ready to play. They made shots and got every loose ball and really outplayed us that half. But fortunately, there's 20 minutes still to play.
So the keys in the second half, what are they?
Well, I think we've got to be aggressive with the basketball. We've got to be aggressive defensively.
Well, good luck in the second half, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kevin, and Coach Doug Tolan of Oklahoma Baptist. And there is Briscoe McPherson just chilling on the sideline. Made it to the championship game a season ago before Faulkner barely won that ball game. USAO gave them a great battle last season. Here they come again into the championship game in only their second appearance in this tournament ever. And they are on top by 15 here at halftime. Briscoe McPherson and USAO hopes to close the deal tonight on their first national title.
We talk about when the legs of USAO is going to go, and I thought Coach McPherson did an excellent job in the first half. He played 11 guys in the first half versus only playing 8 last night in the 45-minute game. He played the 5 starters 32 minutes or more for each one of those starters. And Theron Jackson played 40 minutes in that basketball game. So he did a great job of spreading the wealth in the minutes in the first half.
The All-American teams were announced today, and we have a couple of them playing in this ball game tonight. DeJuan Brown of Oklahoma Baptist and Michael Williamson of USAO, the 2 first-team All-Americans. And then also on the floor, David Williams, honorable mention All-American for Oklahoma Baptist. And we saw a lot of these folks in this tournament, as you see right there. Talk about sportsmanship in the NAIA. You find it here when you might not find it other places in college basketball. Take a look at this. Guys tumbling over each other, but they're going to help each other up. We also saw when the 2 Boylans knocked heads in the corner. I mean, that was a vicious hit that each other took as they raced for a loose ball. And they got up, slapped 5. This is the way we do it in the driveway. And remember, David Williams had the concussion in round 1, spent the night in the hospital, but he is back in full effect.
Obviously recovered very nicely, and you would expect guys that are fierce competitors that have so much at stake in a national championship game to treat each other differently, and they have done absolutely none of that, just like a pickup game here in the national championship.
Let's go back to Kevin White. Kevin?
All right, you guys were talking All-Americans. We got an All-American to my right here, Jadria Seeley, first-team All-American, and she's also the NAIA Player of the Year. Congratulations on the honor. Played for OBU. What about you guys in the tournament this year?
It was kind of bitter. Bad taste in the mouth. You know, we went in expecting to, at least make it to the Final Four. Had high hopes, but we fell short. Didn't play a great game against Houston Baptist, but we're here cheering on the guys now, hoping they'll pull out.
Are they going to do it here in the second half? Can they come back?
If they can get going on offense, yeah, I think they can. But they're just kind of stagnant and can't find the rhythm. So I think if they get going, they'll be okay.
I'll let you enjoy your pretzels and lemonade. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kevin. And, of course, the Sooners stayed enjoying the women's tournament as well. As you saw, Southern Nazarene and also Oklahoma City University are playing in Jackson, Tennessee. on the women's side tonight. So the Sooner State and the Sooner Athletic Conference in full force tonight at the NAIA level. And we get ready to go here in the second half. USAO leading by 15 over Oklahoma Baptist in the championship game. Williamson right out of the gate with a deep dagger.
Patrick Sally back on the floor. It was saddled with 3 fouls for the majority of the first half. That could be one of the reasons why OBU did not get the flow of their offense.
Well, he's important to this team, Doug, in that he keeps the ball moving within the offense. You know, you don't see a lot of stats out of him except in the assist column. Doesn't score a lot, but certainly keeps the flow of the offense going. And he sat with those 3 fouls. He's back out starting the second half and has the basketball now.
He handles the basketball very well. They had 11 turnovers in the first half, and I wouldn't expect that with him on the floor.
They went to the double team down low on Brown, as this is the largest lead of the ball game. Early moments of the second half, USAO by 18.
Got to get DeJuan Brown going from the outside. He's capable of hitting some shots, and he was nowhere clear from the outside whatsoever. Only one shot from out there, and he missed it.
Boylan from outside, and that's a 3 for Nate Boylan. 5 points in the ball game now for the 6'3", 165 junior from Norman, Oklahoma.
Interesting strategy as Coach McPherson is making DeJuan Brown work for the point guard spot. Theron Jackson handling the basketball.
Oh, dinner is served. Theron Jackson right down the lane, and Jackson, his first bucket tonight, had 6 free throws in the first half and has 8 points. The lob to Brown. We've got a foul down low, as trying to front him was Theron Jackson. That's Jackson on the offensive end.
We're going to make the NAIA season scoring leader work on defense and try to wear him out even more as Theron Jackson going to the rim very nicely, slithering his way through the defense.
Salee out of the corner, and he's on the scoreboard with his first hoop tonight. As on the season, he's 41% from 3-land, and that cuts the lead to 14.
Another good strategy in setting a double screen at the top of the three-point line for Theron Jackson, making it difficult for DeJuan Brown.
Williamson, dead on, straight out. Another 3 from Williamson.
Very interesting strategy by Coach McPherson out of the locker room.
That is the 4th 3 of the game for Williamson. You saw that they had shot 50%, the Drovers did in first half. So they're up over that now here in the second half. Williamson, a steal. Williams got the ball from Williamson. And now Brown has it knocked away, and OBU will have it on the offensive end as they trail it by 17. So Doug Tolan wanting a good start to this second half for his Bison team, and that's not going to get it done.
Oh, got numbers, 2-on-1.
Wicker on the pull-up. Corey Wicker has 4. The lead extends to 19.
Good job by Corey Wicker that time. The decision with Randy Hughes trailing in transition.
Brown on the take. Ball knocked away. He wanted a foul. And here comes USAO. Hayden Herron for 3. And out of bounds to Oklahoma Baptist. That is the first miss in a long time from Hayden Herron, going back to last night from 3-point line. So Oklahoma Baptist, a lot of time left in this game, plenty of time left in this game, but they need to start showing some signs. Williams misses the shot here. Herron the rebound. Wicker, a steal from behind by Williams. A couple of steals here in the second half for Williams. Prater out high. David Williams, who had a dozen in the first half. Trying to enter the ball down to Brown. He has been double teamed. They're just not letting him catch the ball down there. Prater for the rebound. Lost the handle, out of bounds to OBU.
Good point. They're going right now. They're really trying to isolate DeJuan Brown on the inside against Theron Jackson, as he's got the weight advantage in there. But Theron Jackson doing an excellent job. And then Randy Brown is also dropping down for help.
Here's Salee for 3. Boylan the rebound. So a fresh 35 for the Bison. Now he's isolated.
And the flow of the offense getting better with Salee in the game.
Oh, that one is swatted with his tennis racket out of there by Hughes.
excellent job as he's always lurking in around amongst the paint. You have to take it right at his nose so he cannot see the basketball and get his paw on it.
100 blocks coming into the game tonight. And a foul on the three-point shooter going against Corey Wicker, and Nate Boylan will go to the line.
Play a foul that coaches hate, but Nate Boylan is a pretty good percentage. Three-point shooter at 41% outside of the arc.
First personal foul on Wicker to the line. Boylan, who has been outstanding from the free throw line in this tournament. Over 90% from the line, 92% to be exact. 83% from the line on the season. New man in the ball game for Oklahoma Baptist. That is Adam Hawkins, the 6'4", 175 sophomore from Oklahoma City. And he replaces Brown. Boylan with the hat trick. So now he has 8 points in the game, cuts the lead back to 16. And Herron, after they get it across the timeline. We have played almost 4 minutes here in the second half, and the Drover lead has been extended now to 16. It was 15 at halftime. Hayden Herron for three, and it rings home his fourth three-pointer tonight, and he has 15 points for the ball game.
And he has not taken a two-point shot in the last 2 games.
Coming out of there, USAO with another steal. The lead back to 19. Hughes gets his own.
Hughes running with the guards, beating the guards down the floor, and then also beating them with that athleticism and height.
The lead is 21 for the Drovers of USAO as they came out here in the second half and are flat out getting it done. They've taken their 15-point lead at halftime out to 21 now.
Hayden Herron on fire outside the three-point line. Now 4 of 6 outside of the arc for this game alone, but on fire in the last 2 games. Excellent job on the defensive end of the floor, causing the turnover, the third by Prater, and then Hughes running the floor after creating the turnover, getting some offense out of the defense and staying with it.
Well, when you have a 6'10 guy that can run like that, he was involved in the defensive play on the other end, got out on the offensive end of the break, and ended up with the 2 points. Hughes now with 9 in the ball game, and they have just come out and knocked the Bison right in the nose out of the gate in the second half, as Hughes has his 4 blocks, his 9 points, his 7 rebounds, filling up your stat sheet once again. And the Drover fans see their team up by 21 in the title game at the National Championship Tournament.
Well, Hughes is such an important asset for the Drovers. If he doesn't even score a point, he does such a great job on the defensive end of the floor with the shot blocking ability, timing, altering shots in the lane. But he also does a great job when he does run the floor. He runs the opponent's big man really into the ground and makes it very difficult for those guys to keep the pace up for 40 minutes.
So Patrick Salim brings it up the floor, trying to get the Bison in the flow of their offense before this one gets away. We have certainly seen it go down in the championship game before. I think back to a few seasons ago when Life University, down by 25 in the second half, came all the way back and won it at the buzzer.
DeJuan Brown is becoming very easy to guard, too. He's not moving very well at all without
Prater and one. And perhaps that gets the Bison going. They go right down to their sturdy 6'7", 225 junior from Edmond, Oklahoma, Scott Prater.
Doing a good job of the battle. Randy Hughes and Prater doing an excellent job of gaining position that time and using the pump fake.
Prater, as he normally does, great work on the boards tonight. Already 9 rebounds in the ball game. He cuts the lead to 18. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Metro Sports.
Nothing but net. I rip cores like skydivers. My offense explodes, defenses tripwire. Got CO2, your squad's on fire. Ignited by 10 fingers, 10 panels united. Form of more grooves, more grip, more game. I'm running this. Save the cream and fame. I got love for this. My internal eternity flame, a 10-panel lyricist. The 40's my stage. My asphalt flow intricate, my 10-panel advantages, infinite. 10 panels, more grooves, more grip, more game.
USAO up big here with just over 15 minutes to go here in the second half, and I've got Dorothy and William Jackson here, proud parents of Theron Jackson. Hey, how about your son's game? He hasn't scored that many points, but what about the defense he's playing on DeJuan Brown?
I'm very proud of him. He's a very good defensive player. He loves to always guard the best player. That's his thing. And to make good passes. That's the way he likes to play.
Got a little scared when he bumped his knee, though, there in the first half, didn't you, Mom?
Oh, yes, yes. That's why I had to go down and remind him he needs his brace on.
Well, enjoy the rest of the half here. Back to you guys.
Theron Jackson getting it done tonight on the defensive end. He's also scored 8 points, and he's one of those solid all-around players. 6'4" senior from Irvine, Texas, for Briscoe McPherson. Inside the move, it goes for Jackson.
How about the strategy again by Coach Briscoe McPherson? Spreading the floor, the semi-stall, and then getting a pass over the top for the and one. Good job as they spread the floor. Good look over the top by Hayden Herron as they've got to come out and guard Hayden Herron. Once again, spreading the floor and the defense.
Jackson now with 11.
A lot of times you expect a team to really keep you off balance defensively. Right now, USAO doing a good job of keeping the defense off balance.
Williams for 3. David Williams with 15 now.
That's another strategy right now. USAO once again doing an excellent job. They're splitting the floor. A good job by OBU to double team and force the tempo.
Hughes isolated against Prater. They went for the two-man game, knocked out by Salih. So 19 on the shot clock, and the Drovers of USAO will have it. Briscoe McPherson, a great player in his own right at USAO. He was on the first ever basketball team at USAO and still holds many of the records. That ball knocked away by Williams, and he is down. Perhaps he got poked in the eye. We have a foul on Jackson here on the other end. And perhaps they knocked heads. I didn't really see what happened. He has already been through some issues. We talked about the fact that he had a concussion in round 1. Let's hope David Williams is okay.
Theron Jackson gets hit with an elbow on top of the skull that time, right on the dome. Theron Jackson, that smarts for a minute or so. Is right there, the elbow on the dome. But David Williams, on a separate incident, got poked in the eye.
So they were definitely separate incidents, and I think that's what happened to David Williams. He got poked in the eye. Boylan for 3 on the baseline. Nate Boylan, his second 3 of the second half. And now the lead is cut down to what it was at halftime, 15 in favor of USAO.
McPherson now forcing Coach Tolan and the OBU Bison, forcing their card on the defensive end, forcing them to try some more trapping opportunities.
Jackson trying to dump it inside. Williamson comes away, and Salih picks up his 4th personal foul. And quickly up off the bench and into the ballgame, Kyle Tolan. And also Adam Hawkins. Corey Wicker checks in for USAO.
You know USAO can play a number of differing styles, whether it be up-tempo or half-court game, but you wonder right now if they're going into any kind of a semi-stall and stop being aggressive toward the basket. It's very early for that at this point in the game.
Down low, Hughes on the baseline, working with Williamson. His penetration, tried to go up over the top. The shove underneath will go against OBU. that foul will be on Nate Boylan. And that is his first personal. And that is the third team foul here in the second half on OBU. Lob quickly to Hughes on the inbound. Grover's leading by 15. They have led by as many as 21. Oh, good pass. No look to Heron. He whiffed it from 2, and the rebound on the other side by Boylan.
Not used to shooting so close.
Tolan the other way. The Bison, after 2 straight threes, have cut into the 21-point lead just moments ago. Now they get it to their All-American. On the fall-away, Brown, a little too strong. He only has 1 basket in this ball game. He has 11 points, but 9 of those points from the free throw line. Remember, in the tournament, he's averaging over 29 per ball game.
And he's making himself easy to guard as well. He's not very mobile on the offensive end right now. Maybe some frustration setting in.
Wicker to Hughes as they worked it high-low that time. 11 points for Randy Hughes, the 6'10 senior. Out high Prater, off to Tolan. These two teams in the title game tonight of the National Championship Tournament both hail from the Sooner Athletic Conference. So this is just kind of all in the family here from the state of Oklahoma.
Once again, spreading the floor and letting the athletes go to work.
Williamson on the pull-up. Rebound run down by Boylan.
Tolan in the game right now, a very good three-point shooter at 42%.
Boylan out high. Oklahoma Baptist working against that tough man-to-man defense of USAO.
To break down that tough defense, there's got to be some penetration toward the basket.
Devon Brown has had a tough time seeing the light of day. Inside hanging and missing the shot is Prater, but he'll go to the free throw line. That's on Randy Hughes, and that is his third personal and the 15th foul on Oklahoma Baptist.
Good job by Tolan as they isolate him, a good three-point shooter as well as the best offensive threat inside right now in Prater.
Scott Prater, the transfer from Northern Oklahoma, and actually that is the 4th personal foul on Randy Hughes, so that is a big story with 11:29 left. Saborski checks in, replacing him.
Randy Hughes puts so much pressure on the opposition's defense by running the floor.
Prater, the transfer from Northern Oklahoma Junior College, and the high school star at Edmond North. He misses the second, the rebound by Williamson. Lead back to 16 for USAO. And Jackson on the wing. The good quick first step, a pass Brown, but the defense was there. On the baseline, scoring is Corey Wicker.
And where they had Theron Jackson trapped, there is no way he should get out of that trap. Oh, good edge that time by Jackson.
There goes Brown on his take to the rack and scores it. His second hoop of the ball game, 13 points. Perhaps that gets the All-American going. The crowd has not let up. Both these schools have made the trek up I-35. Oklahoma Baptist from Shawnee, Oklahoma, and USAO from Chickasha. And we have a foul out front. It's on David Williams. We have timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. USAO leading it by 16.
Just one more reason we work hard to keep the power flowing in Kansas City. Because when you're working for your friends and neighbors, you work a little harder.
USAO leads it by 16 here in the national championship game. 10.5 to play. And last time down, they got Brown open, but it's been tough tonight.
Well, he's not making himself very difficult to guard. Not a lot of movement on the offensive end, only 4 or 5 feet across the lane, but Theron Jackson staying active on the defensive end, making it very difficult for DeJuan Brown, who is now 2 for 9 from the field, and 9 of 10 from the foul line, where he's gotten the majority of his points.
There goes Jackson finding Herron. Out to Williamson. Inside, he finds Saborski.
Are you kidding?
Man, this team has come out and just played a fantastic basketball game so far. The Drovers, coached by Briscoe McPherson, the head coach.
On all cylinders.
And a steal.
Saborski running the floor.
Here comes Herron out of the pack, and they will work some clock here with Theron Jackson out front.
And really working DeJuan Brown now defensively and trying to wear him out so he cannot score on the offensive end as well. This is a very good defense against the NAIA's leading scorer throughout the season.
So the Bison have to work on defense here. Shot clock is at 6, and then the foul on Williams. So they work the shot clock all the way down, and Williams fouls, and that is his 4th personal foul, and the 15th foul on OBU. So here comes Hawkins checking in. Williams will leave.
Very impressed with Coach Briscoe McPherson's strategy. Definitely a premeditated strategy if he got into a situation in this game where he could slow down the tempo and really work DeJuan Brown on defense.
On the baseline, and that slap goes against Saborski, and so it will be Hawkins going to the free throw line. The attendance has been solid since returning to Kansas City. Tonight's attendance about $5 grand, and the total over $40 grand through the 31 games, higher than any time it was in Tulsa, the highest since 1992 when it was here in Kansas City. So I guess Kansas City, a pretty good host, and nice for the NAIA tournament to be back where it all started and back where it belongs. It's been a lot of fun this week, and more years ahead at the NAIA Division I National Championship Tournament. This one out of bounds to USAO.
Some pressure by OBU, some full court pressure.
Checking into the ball game, Corey Kiebert. First time we have seen him in a couple of ball games. The 6'6", 175 senior. He's out of Utah. 2-on-1, Herron and Saborski, and Herron brings it out. Off to Williamson, inside Saborski, and it's packed up above, but fouled down low. That foul, I believe, going on Brown. It is. It's his 2nd, and it's the 6th team foul on Oklahoma Baptist.
Job as they draw defenders. That time Williamson giving the teeth to the defense, and Saborski open as they are having their way inside of the paint right now. Good penetration in creating open shots.
First one goes down for Saborski, a 44% free throw shooter. Out high, Hawkins. Near steal by Herron. Again, you can't say enough about, there it is, Coach Briscoe and Coach Metcalf there, Vincent Metcalf. He does a lot of the talking in the huddle. I've noticed during this tournament, it's not all Coach Briscoe McPherson, that's for sure. They do it together. Tip try inside by Kiebert. Down low, Hawkins grabs the rebound. Battle for in there. And out of bounds to OBU. And we look here at DeJuan Brown, and Doug, the last few minutes here in the second half, he really just doesn't seem like he's wanted to play the game a whole lot.
Well, they have
a lot of standing, moving around, very frustrated here tonight.
They have completely taken him out of the game.
And he launches a contested 3 from well beyond the arc, and a foul down low going against Hawkins.
Coach Tolan is really seething right right now, trying to get some calls out of the officials. He's frustrated with the way his game is going, and that man, DeJuan Brown, not a factor in this basketball game, especially in the second half.
So to the line, Mike Williamson, the 6'2 junior from Oklahoma City. 79% free throw shooter on the season, now has 17 points in the game. First team All-American. For Williamson, the lead back out to 20. And something's going to happen pretty soon here for the Bison.
Well, they've got to force the issue right now, both offensively and defensively.
There's a foul on Wicker out front.
There's still plenty of time in this game, 8.5 minutes, a 20-point lead, but now USAO has slowed the tempo down, which increases that lead with a short number of possessions.
And here's Nate Boylan missing the free throw. And the rebound taken away by Williamson. You know, you hear this all the time as they run in transition with Wicker. Doug, that it's hard to beat a team 3 times a good team in a season. And that's what OBU is trying to do here tonight. Hayden Herron for 3 with the shake. Herron's 5th 3 tonight, 18 points in the game. Hawkins, the putback, his first 2 tonight. Out of bounds off Wicker. Nice play over there by Boylan.
Hayden Herron just drilling shots from the outside. Excellent penetration one more time by USAO. And then the shake by Hayden Herron. The artist formerly known as Hayden Herron with the shake.
76-55. It's a 21-point game with 8:01 left. Savorsky checks back in for Kiebert. Or excuse me, it was Prater that checks in for Kiebert. And here's the foul out front on Wicker as he picks up another foul. That is his second. As the 2 gold and green teams. USAO in dark tonight. They wear black with their gold and green. Or perhaps it's a dark green, being somewhat colorblind over here. And the white uniforms for Oklahoma Baptist here tonight. Both out of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Nate Boylan to the line. Brown sits down. Nate Boylan, 83% on the season. Again, let's get back to this, Doug. So tough many times for a good team to beat another good team 3 times in a season. Oklahoma Baptist ran the table in the Sooner Athletic Conference as the champion, 15-3 on the season, 32-4 overall. And they beat this USAO team twice. The last time they won by 40. So they came in here to the title game hoping to beat USAO for the 3rd time. But so far, it's been USAO, and they lead it by 19.
Definitely becomes a mental approach to the game. Sometimes the team that has won twice becomes a little bit overconfident, and the team that has won twice really has that desire and fire in their eyes, as we're seeing tonight from USAO.
And Hughes has sat out with those 4 fouls since the 11:29 mark, and it hasn't bothered USAO. Brown checks right back in, and the rebound to Boylan on the miss by Williamson.
Force the issue offensively right now. Starts setting some screens. David Williams, a likely candidate from the outside.
Boylan posted up, couldn't get the roll, and the rebound taken away by Savorsky.
They just do not have any movement. They're lifeless on the offensive end right now.
Brown went for the steal out front.
Body check.
The USAO wanted a foul call. And now they work the shot clock. Hayden Herron handling out high. Shot clock at a dozen. Get it off to Williamson.
They'll start throwing some traps at USAO as well. Those guards are so difficult. They handle the ball so well.
Wicker on the baseline. And the rebound to Williams, who's back in there with his 4 personal fouls. The quickness out front on his race to the rack. Missing the shot. Rebound to Savorsky. and you're not going to get it away from his vice grips. In transition, Williamson in a heartbeat as bodies hit the deck. I believe that foul going against Boylan. Everyone appears to be okay.
Tolan shaking up a little bit. He's getting up slowly. And we talked about the legs right now. It looks like the legs of OBU are really struggling. They've lost their legs as USAO is still running at fast tempo when the opportunity presents itself.
And USAO was the team involved in the overtime game last night. The track meet, 111-106 against Barra. Checking in is Hawkins and leaving is Boylan. Williamson with another one coming. And missing both. Rebound Hawkins. Again, USAO trying to become just the second unseeded team to win the title since Life University did it back in 1999. Inside, Williams got the rebound. And a foul on Savorsky, as he has to play a few minutes here in the second half, maybe more than normal, with Hughes having the 4 fouls. Doug Tolan looking on as they've made it here to the championship game after making it here the last time it was in Kansas City back in 1993.
Look out. Randy Hughes has sat for quite a while, and his ability to run the floor is an incredible asset to this team right now.
Williams hits the free throw, the transfer from San Jacinto in Texas. They're a team that went to the National Junior College Championship. He hits both free throws, and he cuts the lead to 17. But time running out on Oklahoma Baptist. Only 6.5 to play. You're watching Metro Sports.
Stand apart from the herd. Proud sponsor of the 2002 NAIA Men's National Championship.
In the championship game, USAO came in here unseeded out of the Sooner Athletic Conference, competing against Oklahoma Baptist out of the same conference and winning our championship game. In women's tournament action, that is now a final. Also 2 teams out of the Sooner Athletic Conference, and Oklahoma City wins it by 9 as Judy Gonzalez tosses in 27 for the Stars of Oklahoma City. So congratulations to Oklahoma City and also Southern Nazarene for the great seasons they had, as well as these 2 teams tonight. Wicker from outside, and that's a 3-ball. Corey Wicker. Wicker now has 9 and a lead of 20 for USAO.
They're doing such a good job of spreading the floor, and the guards are handling it extremely well, making it difficult on the defense.
Williams out high, off to Tolan, launches the 3.
About time. They got to start forcing shots like that right now.
Williams, the rebound. Hawkins for 3. He's hammered, and that should be a 3-shot opportunity for Adam Hawkins.
forcing the issue from the outside. Good job by Adam Hawkins, regardless of how hard he was hit. An excellent job of flopping as Williamson scrapes him a little bit.
Hawkins 74% on the season from the line, hits the first. It's really been a tough shooting night tonight, Doug, for this Oklahoma Baptist team. I would have to think that's a combination of a lot of things. Certainly, first and foremost, the defensive effort by USAO tonight. But also, they just struggled shooting the basketball here this evening. And again, you have to play 5 games in a week to win this tournament. There's one of the reasons this 6'10 guy, Hughes, the Defensive Player of the Year in their conference, has bothered a lot of shots not only tonight but in this tournament.
Or if he didn't get his mid on it with 4 blocks, he definitely altered quite a few more.
So 3 straight for Hawkins. Cuts the lead to 17 and thrown away right into the hands of the Natalie-attired Briscoe McPherson over there.
Frustration right there, as he knows that's the only opportunity OBU has to get back in this game, as if the guards for USAO mishandle the basketball.
And they've done a pretty good job not turning it over tonight, Doug. Only 10 turnovers. On the other hand, OBU has had 16 turnovers. Keebert back in there, off the glass, no. Collects his own, right back at him. Somebody got a hand on it. Doug Tolan wanted a foul. USAO breaks out of there, and Hughes ahead of the pack, but Wicker shoots instead and has 12 now in the ball game.
Excellent confidence that time by Wicker, as Hughes easily had 2 points, but he instead rose up for the 3, knowing Hughes was there to rebound.
A huge Wicker basket here inside of 5 now. And a foul inside will go against Williamson. Let's look again at Corey Wicker.
Great confidence that time, going 2-on-2. Corey Wicker pulling up outside the arc. Savorsky, nice response to the tray, putting him up 20.
To the line, Williams on the foul that went against Williamson, which has been tough dealing with that tonight. Sorry, guys, if I have called you the wrong name on occasion here this evening. David Williams with his 3-shot opportunity here. Boy, he's a nice-looking player, isn't he? He's a junior, honorable mention All-American. As Keebert sits down, Hawkins back in. But David Williamson, the 5'11", 150 junior from New Orleans, will be back for Coach Tolan. He now has 20 points in the basketball game. Cuts the lead to 17. The full court pressure on. And the Drovers break and handle it. 56% from the field for USAO tonight. 33% for Oklahoma Baptist. Here's Williamson, and dinner is served by the All-American. A cool 20 for Michael Williamson. That's how many he had last night.
All the
Brown for 3, and that's the first 3-pointer out of DeJuan Brown tonight. He has 16 points, only 5 here in the second half.
Very capable of lighting it up from the outside. 5 for 10 outside the arc in the semifinal win.
Time is a-wasting, however, for Oklahoma Baptist. Williamson runs down his own miss. Out to Theron Jackson, who calls timeout. And USAO will talk it over. Science and Arts of Oklahoma, the Drovers, came in here at 22-7 on the season. 3rd place in the Sooner Athletic Conference as you look at the OBU huddle. And some of the fans that have enjoyed tournament action all week long here at the Muni in Kansas City, Missouri. They were 13-5 in conference play, came into the tournament unseeded. But since then, they have laid a beating on opponents. Played the real close game last night. The overtime win, which they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Hayden Herron bearing that 3 to send it into overtime. And then they won it by 5 in overtime by over a very talented and a gallant effort by Berra from Illinois.
Good timeout that time by Coach McPherson to re-emphasize the style and the pace that he wants his team to play on the offensive end. Slow down, patient style, and get good shots.
A major story in the game tonight. USAO 60% from three-land. Main guy doing the damage there, Hayden Herron, 5 of 7 from three world, and Williamson 4 out of 6. A steal out front by Keebert. The race is on. Williams wins it.
Good job by Hayden Herron. No spacing on offense. Make it easy to guard.
Tolan takes it in when the wave parted, but he was met there by Patrick, who was called for the foul. And Tolan will go for the free throw effort here with 2 free throws, but this door was slammed in a hurry when he found himself open.
Good job by Tolan. He thinks he's got a wide open lane to the basket. Here comes Dexter Patrick. An excellent job of standing in as a good free throw shooter going to the line.
He's an outstanding free throw shooter. Missed the first, 83% on the season, over 90% in this tournament. And hits the second. We have timeout on the floor. 3:25 to play. 15-point lead, the same as it was at halftime for USAO.
We are here in the magnificent $6 million municipal auditorium of Kansas City, Missouri tonight.
Doug, how about a little checkers? We could play on that guy's melon right there. 84-69, the Battle of Oklahoma tonight in the National Championship Tournament. USAO leads it by 15. They have trouble getting it inbound. Finally, it's Wicker. He nearly walked with it. Patrick lost a handle, got it back. Throws to Herron, who lays it in.
Difficult time getting the ball off the floor. And a very easy result after the difficulty.
Herron with 20 now. It's just been USAO's night. They struggled getting that one up the floor, and somehow Hayden Herron found himself all alone under the basket and laid it in. The lead back out to 17. We have a foul on the other end. That foul is on David Williams, and he is fouled out with 20 points at the 2:56 mark. The junior will be back from New Orleans, Louisiana. And we are just glad that David Williams is doing okay. Guy had the concussion in the first round. I'm glad we had a chance to see him play the rest of the tournament. He is an outstanding player, honorable mention All-American, has fouled out of this ball game. 20 points in it tonight. To the line, this is Dexter Patrick.
75% foul shooter. Nobody under 62% right now for USAO in the game. Oh, goodness.
That was a major league mortar that rattled the Muni. I mean, not only did it hit the backboard, but it barely caught iron. And how about that one looking totally smooth and back in control for Patrick, who gives his team an 18-point lead inside 3 minutes to play in the national championship game. The Buffalo Funds NAIA national championship tournament here from Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City, Missouri. Boylan on the miss, Patrick on the rebound.
Good rebound by Dexter Patrick.
And Jackson walked with it. So 2.5 left, the lead is 18. And Doug Tolan's team running out of time. Randy Hughes, what an effort he has given in this tournament. I'll have memories of him running the floor like a gazelle at 6'10" in the last 2 tournaments. And a foul inside on Oklahoma Baptist will go on DeJuan Brown.
Good job by DeJuan Brown.
Brown goes to the line. And the foul going against Patrick.
Good job by DeJuan to stay active.
Doug, he pretty much got taken out of the game tonight, didn't he, really?
There's absolutely no question he
just looked frustrated. In the second half, he wasn't able to catch the ball many times, and Jackson did a great job on him, as well as the help defense. The lob, and served in there by Rickard.
What happens when you play an aggressive style of defense against some guards that really know how to play well, handle the basketball, and pass, is you got opportunities of 2-on-1.
Hawkins for 3. And all of his 8 points in the second half. And Briscoe McPherson having a little huddle-up session with his folks on the bench right now. Doug Tolan with his team trailing by 16, trying to keep it alive down the stretch here. But there's only 1:59 left here in the tournament.
Got to stay aggressive on the defensive end. David Williams with a big tournament once again. Happy to have him on the floors. He's done an exceptional job tonight for the Bison. And there's the hit right there. Hip to cranium.
And that was about a week ago. It was last Wednesday in the opening round. And we were so glad after watching this scene that we were able to see David Williams come back and play, not only just play and be okay, but he played well down the stretch. And here's USAO getting it in. The lob to Jackson, and then the steal by Tolan. And the lob, that's just a hand grenade thrown up in the air. And it's knocked out of bounds, and luckily for OBU, they will keep it. Six tries in the championship game for Oklahoma Baptist, and it looks like after tonight, perhaps only one title remains in the stable for the Bison, as they won it in 1966. The miss by Brown from outside, and that was when their great player Al Tucker was on the floor. They wear that number 32 on their shirt sleeve. There it is. What a great player he was, the late Al Tucker. Passed away not long ago, and in his honor, a guy that was drafted in the first round of the NBA back in 1966, or 67, I believe, is when he was drafted, but they won the title in 66. This is their 6th appearance in the title game. That's their lone win. Doug Tolan, time running out here. His team trailing by 16 with Heron at the line. On the other hand, USAO, in their second appearance in the national championship tournament, as Heron misses 2, they run it to the title game in both seasons. Perhaps tonight is the charm for USAO, the way it looks. Brown inside with the layup. Still 1:21 left. The lead is 14, and the foul going on OBU.
Still working hard as OBU, making things happen, or trying to make things happen on the defensive end of the floor. Staying aggressive, taking chances.
He's had an incredible career for Coach Tolan as he transferred in from Paris Junior College. And again, the free throw missed. That's 3 straight misses for USAO. Randy Hughes sits on the bench with the 4 fouls, and also because he is a 37% free throw shooter. And Jackson threads this one home, now has 12 points in the basketball game. That is his average on the season and for the tournament. Hawkins for three. And another foul on OBU, this one going against Boylan as he crashed the boards. And he went over the back of Patrick. And USAO smiles around now as they feel like they've got this one in hand, leading by 15 with 1:11 left. And the two coaches over there for USAO, what a job they have done tonight. Again, this team went overtime, winning 111 to 106 last night. A track meet in overtime. And OBU can sit and watch here is all they can do as this one goes home for Wicker. Remember, OBU last time out beat these guys by 40.
Tale of two games. Definitely, but what comes into play the most is the mental approach to the game.
From outside, Salih, rebound taken out of the air by Williamson. And he's up the floor to run some shot clock now. Inside 1 minute to play, 92-75, USAO.
Trying to stay away from the defense, keep the ball moving.
Oh, Williamson off the glass, misses it, and the rebound tracked by Prater. The long jumper by Boylan misses. Keibert is right there and tosses it back in. The long pass to Williamson. Takes it to the hole and a foul on Boylan. 33.8 left, 92-77. And now you can tell what's happened on the faces of the Bison. OBU 32-4 coming into this game. They reached the national title game 15-3, the conference champions of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Great program, great season. As they will finish the season 32-5. And our hats off to Doug Tolan and his entire team. But they're starting to celebrate right now in Chickasha, Oklahoma. USAO came in here unseeded. The Drovers came into the ball game 22-7. Also out of the Sooner Athletic Conference.
Coach Tolan and his team will be very proud when they look back on this season. Obviously disappointing right now, but if you win close to 90% of your games, you're definitely doing something right.
And the celebration begins. Hayden Herron, what a tournament he had. 24 last night, 8 threes, 20 tonight, 5 threes. 5 out of 7 from three-point land. Michael Williamson checks out. Both Herron and Williamson will be back for Coach McPherson and Coach Vincent Metcalf. Patrick Salih, a senior. Great effort in his career at Oklahoma Baptist. Boylan from outside on the miss. And just a little party going on as Romeo Bryant sends it in, giving his team a 19-point lead. Tolan the lay-in. And with 9 seconds left now, USAO back-to-back into the title game. This time they win it in only their second appearance in the national championship tournament. USAO, the Drovers, national champions here in Kansas City. let's go down to Kevin White with the happy coach, Briscoe McPherson. Kevin?
Well, everybody's been asking me in this tournament what a drover is. I'll tell you what it is. It's a national champion is what it is. Congratulations, Briscoe McPherson. Your team, we were worried about their legs, but they had it all night long.
They wanted this in the worst way. I mean, they were desperate for this championship. And, you know, it all goes to the kids. I mean, they thought they got set back last year when we didn't win it. This is like the ultimate. I mean, this is unbelievable for me. And for the program and for these kids, they really deserve it. They played hard.
You guys played so good defensively tonight. You really have to tip your hat to your defense.
Well, you know, a lot of people look at Michael Williamson and they look at Randy Hughes and Hayden Herron and the way they score. You got to look at Theron Jackson and what he did all year, the year before. What he did with DeJuan Brown tonight is just unbelievable. I mean, you know, he asked for a challenge and he stepped up, did a good job on it.
Michael Williamson has been named the tournament MVP. What about his play?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be here without it. I mean, we wouldn't be here without Michael Williamson. Like I said, the last 2 years he's been our leading scorer. He said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win tonight, Coach. If I don't have to score a point, whatever I have to do to win, that's what I'm going to do. That's what he did.
How's it sound? Briscoe McPherson, national championship winning coach.
I never thought it would happen. I mean, we came so close last year, but now, I mean, we're looking forward to next year now coming back and defending our championship.
Congratulations, Coach. Back to Neil and Doug.
And he's got some guns ready and loaded to come back next year. A few juniors and sophomores that Coach Briscoe McPherson will have back. As USAO becomes the 8th team from the state of Oklahoma to win the national title. And you look at the all-tournament team headed by Williamson right there, the first team All-American and the MVP. What a tournament for Herron and Hughes. Also Brown and David Williams for Oklahoma Baptist. And you look at the others, Caleb Gervin, great tournament out of him. And those guys from Barra, Troy Farrell leading the way for them. That's your all-tournament team. The NAIA Division I National Championship Tournament here in 2002. Let's go back to Kevin White.
I've got Michael Williamson with me, the Chuck Taylor Most Valuable Player in the tournament. Congratulations. Hey, how about your guys? I mean, you had a track meet, you go to overtime. How do you get any gas left in the tank for tonight?
It's from last year. It all started from last year. We've been ready since last year when we blew this game last year. We knew we should have been national champions, and we were not going to settle for nothing less than the championship this year.
Now, you're the MVP, but it seemed like every night some different guys stepped up for this team.
The whole team is MVP in my heart. I love all these guys. I wish we all can win MVP because I didn't do it by myself. I did not do it by myself. If these guys wouldn't have got me the ball and if they wouldn't have made the plays, we wouldn't be here. I did not do it by myself.
But what about the defensive effort tonight? That was key.
Oh, yes. We always said that DeJuan Brown's going to get his points because he's an All-American. He's going to get his points. But my key tonight was to stop David Williams. If we don't let two people get off, we were going to win. We were going to win. That's it. That's all it was from the start is defense. You don't worry about scoring. Don't worry about scoring.
Big party in Chickasha tonight?
Big party in Chickasha tonight.
All right, congratulations, Michael. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Big party in Chickasha, Oklahoma. The state of Oklahoma done proud here tonight. And boy, how about Briscoe McPherson, their coach, a member of the first ever team as a player, now wins it as a coach. It's come full circle. Great job by Metro Sports all tournament long. Great job, fellas, tonight, led by John Dennison and Steve Kurtenbach in the truck. For Doug Elston, this is Neil Harwell. We'll see you next time on Metro Sports. Good night, everybody. USAO, the national champion.